Hey guys, I know this is a rare sight to see me doing commentary. Yeah, so basically what this is I'm just talking about my experience with Xbox side of things. And yeah, before I get into that, yes, this is a 2v2 CB. This is actually streamed by Ogz Sasori because I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to stream it and I'm barely active. So, yeah. So this is against the Godly clan. Sasori and Godly Zexy, who is the clan leader of Godly, they set up a CB schedule for January the 14th and at 4:15. So actually the lineup for the CB was supposed to be Magician and Yuuki on our side. I don't know who was supposed to be on their side. I'm assuming it's probably the same two, or maybe the leader and someone else. I don't know. But anywho, yeah, about 4:15 rolls around. Magician Yuuki already up and ready to go. Nope. An hour passes by. The leader never responded back. And by the time Sorcery was called over to the other party by the clan members saying they were ready, in the other party, meanwhile in the other party, Magician fell asleep and Yuki had to go and he wasn't coming back till later that day. Sasori comes back and sees that, oh, the two people that are supposed to play aren't available anymore. So, so last minute, Sasori decided to volunteer himself to play, and then he was trying to find a partner for it. Yeah, fucking lazy assholes. He asked who wanted to be his partner. So we had like 4 to 6 other available clan members in the party, right? No one said shit. So eventually I just said, you know what, fuck it, yeah, I'll do it. So Zoro gives us a warning. Be careful. Some of their clan members have really bad net. Okay, well, fine enough. I've been playing a lot of people with bad nets lately. I'm just like so used to it. I'm just not even fucking mad anymore. But yeah, so we go over to the other party, right? So we just wanted to confirm on things like the rules. No Taya and no Kaguya, but they're okay with game breaking glitches. Okay, so I feel bad for these people because it was either they're going to fight 2 puppet masters, or if they didn't fight 2 puppet masters, they would have fought 2 members that did game breaking glitches. So I guess choose your poison. Now, this is what we didn't get. Some of those godly clan members were also limbo clone clan members. We're like, what the fuck? So we asked, how did that work? One of the members said, oh, well, you see, I was asked to join this clan, so I said, yeah. And then later on, I was asked to join another clan. I said, you know what? Sure, yeah. And I was like, it doesn't work that way. You're only supposed to be in one clan. He said, yeah, but I talked to the leaders of them, and they said they didn't really care. So it was all cool. I'm just like, okay, but yeah, I don't know about this new generation, but back when I was playing in Storm 3 and just actually it's not even Storm, it's just other games too in general. Like you're only supposed to be in one clan, okay? You're only supposed to be in one clan. If you try to join another clan without leaving your original like the clan you're already in, that's fucking treason. But I guess loyalty is not a thing nowadays. But anyways, yeah, then we just started this CB. So in the middle of the CB, Ogz Sasori kept on getting fucking spam mail from Dark Creator. So the thing with Dark Creator is he was told by one of our new members, Humble Son, well actually former clan member, he got kicked out, but anyways, he was told that Ogz Sasori said that he beat him, which is true. He did recently beat Dark Creator, which is uploaded on his channel. Yeah, so Dark Creator got pissed about that and spam mail. So Sasori got distracted by that, along with he was irritated by the lag. And another thing is, Sasori does have a subbing problem. Like, I would point out to him several times before, like, I was like, Sasori, your subs. He would call back outside, yeah, gotcha. And then you know, right after that proceeds to sub like three shurikens in a row later. Yeah, we gotta work on that, Sasori. So about the Xbox side of the community, I think it was C-Tech or someone else, I don't know, that said from what they've noticed, it was split into three on Xbox side. Yeah, actually, that is kind of true. The community is kind of split into three. Most people would call it like, you got the Garrison side, the Infirmary side, and I think Okabe is still active. So Okabe's group is basically more like casual, and it's more like kind of like a safe space where people just chill and stuff. Um, Garrison side, Garrison has a Naruto 2 club on Xbox and on Discord. So on the Xbox side, Naruto 2 is currently has last time I checked, it was like 8,300 something. So we're almost reaching 10K. The goal is we're probably gonna reach 10K by then. Last year we ended up having over 5,000 members, so I definitely can see it having over 10K members by the end of this year. So that is a really cool thing. Now, this one might be a little bit biased just because of my experiences, but if anyone out there is like involved with Infirmary's like club and stuff like that, and they actually do have good experiences or want to defend it, like feel free to. I am open to hearing different perspectives, but this was just mine. I typically like to steer clear from, that group just because well, the thing is, I get booted offline by like different people in that group, and it's just like, I don't know. I just don't want to deal with that. But yeah, those are like the three main communities. And the interesting about all three of them is like each group have their own definition, like have their own opinions of like top players and stuff like that. So like their batch of what they consider top players is like different from one of another, and I think that's actually pretty cool. Um, yeah, so I don't know about the other two part of communities, but like we did used to do like those top tens and stuff, but eventually we just like ran into so many good players that it's just hard to rank them. So we just make it easier and just said, oh, like we just said they're like S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, stuff like that. I found it's just a lot easier, and there's just like so many people with different play styles that are like really good, and it, it's just like just in general I think like lists like that, and even with the rankings of like S through F and whatever is pretty subjective, but still I think it's just easier to just rank them based off of a letter than an actual number, if that makes sense. Okay, so some things about me. I am actually Xbox side, like I've started Storm 3 on Xbox side. But I started playing pretty late into the game. By the time Rev came out, I didn't actually get to play Rev like that. I had to move and dorm at college, and I didn't bring my console with me. So by the time I graduated and I started my master's in 2019, I started playing Storm 4, but I was playing Storm 4 on PlayStation side. I stayed on PlayStation side from I'd say like December 2019 to mid-August. Then I went over to Xbox side. So the main reason originally for this switch was because my PlayStation actually broke down, and I was temporarily just gonna play it on Xbox side. So when I went over to Xbox side, I ended up actually just permanently staying there because, well, to be honest with you, majority of my games are over on Xbox side. I don't play Storm as my main game, and I actually prefer the community over there. Like, there's just a lot of people I click with more over here, and eh, there's a lot of unique people over here that you you would not find on PlayStation side. I will get more into that. Like, people are very confused why I would switch over and prefer the Xbox than PlayStation, especially when the PlayStation version is more smooth. Yeah, so for example, there is someone called TorridestMoss over here. So very unique player, okay? He is definitely one of the top players on the Xbox side of things. He does not switch at all. He doesn't counter and he doesn't awaken. So he is literally beating people with just purely fundamentals. Now, he he calls himself the so-called friendly neighbor, quotation marks. So the thing about that is, yeah, hell no, that ain't no fucking friendly neighbor. I'm sorry, but come on. If you ever heard his demonic fucking Mark Hamill laugh, and if you ever see his creepy pasta profile pictures, there's a reason why I call him the embodiment of evil, and then we just call him a hacker and a devil over here because, well, you see, we joke about how he has a PC next to his Xbox because he has these so-called coincidences where like there's these weird odd shit that just happens. Like, for example, you would call out pain support and he would just dash through pain like pain isn't even fucking there. There was one time in a tournament where he got hit by Nagato twice with 1% health, okay? He got hit twice, didn't even lose any fucking health. He was able to, going into, the third round, putting a huge damage on the other person, which ultimately led to his victory. I've seen this happen a couple of times too, where he would get hit by a fucking ultimate, and the ultimate wouldn't actually hit. It would bounce off of him, or he would counter an ult. Tell me how the fuck does that happen? It doesn't. He's a fucking devil, confirmed. But yeah, another thing is, so I don't understand how this happens. This still amazes me to this very day, and this will always fucking amaze me. So Xbox side, oh, our game does crash here and there, but it's not that. Okay, it rarely crashes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think PlayStation side crashes way more. Like it would crash every other game. Xbox side, even though it's a delay, at least the delay is like fucking consistent. The game doesn't crash all that much. It will probably crash every like maybe 10 games or even more than that. But still, anyways, getting back on topic. No, he would PM people, right? And he would make them stay and they would get fucking 100 0'd. I don't understand that. And they would get 100 0 while he's using Rin or some other low tier character. And while he's like 100 0ing them, he would let out this fucking demonic evil laugh. Or when he plays people and he's just beating them up, he would let out this one evil ass laugh, and we would point it out to him that this is not what a friendly neighbor sounds like. And his response to that is, oh, people just like the way I play, so they just stay. And I'm laughing because I'm having fun, or I just saw something funny. No, Moss. No, there is nothing fucking funny about someone getting 100 0'd, or someone just getting fucked over by coincidences. There is nothing funny about that. But yeah, they would stay get 100 0. Now these players, in my honest opinion, they're not really good players, but still, they are players that should still be getting at least one fucking win, okay? Like, fucking Perky Cheese gets 100 0. Damn, fucking ended that boy's career before it even started. And now there's a person named Six Paths, okay? He was Yuki's student. Now, when Paths was nervous about playing Moss, Yuki tells him some advice. So he comes back, tells Yuki, oh, I didn't do well against Moss. Yuki was forgiving on that until he said, oh, I got 50 something owed by Moss. That's when Yuki just dropped him as a student, pretends he has no idea who the fuck that is. But yeah, that's Moss for you. That man is not a fucking friendly neighbor. Nope. No, but for real though, we all love Moss. He's actually pretty fucking chill. One of the chillest people in the community. Alright, next we have Ogz Sasori. Um, He currently goes by PTS Konkuro now for his main account. He's the leader of Forsaken Hope, which is the name of our clan. We are currently 11-0 and CBs right now. I'm sure one day we'll get a loss, but I feel like it's not really anytime soon. I don't want, this might sound biased, and I don't want to brag, but I feel like we're probably the best clan on Xbox side right now, because yeah, we have a lot of stacked players. But anyways, yeah, clan leader of Forsaken Hope, and he also ran Dark Arts Academy. What that is basically an academy to train like newer players, helping them get into the game, and also not it's not always targeted towards newer players. It's also for players that want to, like fine tune their skills or, you know, help improve any other way they can. But yeah, the thing about Ogz Sasori is, so we were talking about the clan, right? So he wanted to make a clan where it was, we were going to like limit 4 S tier players. Originally it was me, Magician, Ryuto, and shit, who is the, oh yeah, Hyuka World. And then I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. And then we were going to recruit any players that pass tryouts regardless of skill level, as long as they don't rage quit and they're willing to, try to, you know, get get around stuff and learn how to play against different play styles and don't complain. So we do have clan members ranging anywhere from like S plus tier to F. Yes, we have an F tier. You heard that right. But yeah. So with that being said, we now have 18 members and more than half of them are S tiers. Yeah. Yeah, about that. Saucer had a plan and it just didn't go according to plan. He was just gonna have 4 S tiers player, but now we have like 10 or more. We might end up getting more. And yeah, I brought up maybe I think we should get some smarter clan members as well, because a couple of people in our clan aren't the brightest. They would make dumb decisions. That's why I said our clan is a circus, so I made some ranks for each tier. Like S tier or S plus tier are clowns. The S tier are pole dancers. We have a bearded ladies role, which is like F tier. So he agreed to that, and then it's like each person lately Saucer has been recruiting just somehow gets either dumber and dumber, or they're just, I don't know. Yeah. So basically nothing just went to plan. But we are one happy weird family, I guess. Okay, and then we have Garrison and Kuroyami. Okay, so both of them, we kind of joke around, and we kind of it, it's not really because they're 30. Well, it's kind of that too, but it's also this. So they're around like in their 30s. We kind of joke that they're old geezers or farts because sometimes they have hearing problem where they just heard things wrong and stuff like that, or they just don't remember you told them some kind of information even though you told it to them like over 5 times already, and then you just gotta keep repeating yourself. But anyways, I'm probably gonna start with Garrison first. So Garrison, he has very, it's like, so he plays meta, okay? He has a very simple uh spamming playstyle, but it's very effective though against most people. Um he is one of the major factors of Xbox community still being alive. Like he would run tournaments and events, and I mentioned did I mention he had like a Naruto 2 club already? I don't remember, but anyways, yeah, he has a Naruto 2 club. It's on Discord, PlayStation, and Xbox. So the Xbox of the club, last time I checked, it has about 8,300 something people. I I feel pretty strongly about it reaching like 10K members by the end of this year, even before that, which is awesome considering like last year we had like 6K members. So it's a pretty good jump. And yeah, so I know he's planning on having a event, even though it's not a money tournament. It's pretty interesting. It's called the 12 W's of Christmas. Okay, now I know it's called like I know it's a Christmas event, but here's the thing. So he hosted a 12 L's of Christmas, right? But you know how during Christmas and New Year, most people are with their families. So it was hosted after New Year's, I believe. No, wait, actually, it was hosted before New Year's. It was actually hosted after Christmas. Yeah, so the 12 L's of Christmas, what it was, um, you sign up, there's 8 players, and then the the players do a first to three set, and each match has two conditions. Like you have to either play a certain team, and it's typically some kind of ass team, or you have like really shitty conditions. Like one player has to lose their first round, something like that. Or one of the worst ones I've seen as well is you can't chakra dash. If you break any of these rules, you have to take a full neutral combo. Actually, no, that's not even the worst one. The worst one I've seen is you must win your match with a ultimate. Yeah, good luck with that. So, yeah, that went on. It was actually a pretty cool event. As I mentioned before, he's gonna host a 12 W's of Christmas. I'm not sure when that is, but yeah, him and OG Sasori are gonna be working on that. Kuroyami. So Kuroyami has been around for like a long time. Yeah, he. Okay, funny thing about Kuroyami, I can't believe him. Okay, so Kuroyami knew me like since back in like 2013. I mean, we didn't really talk, maybe here and there. I was in a party in a party with him a couple times before already too, so you would assume, he at least have an idea who I am. Okay, now get this. So Kuroyami did not know I was a female until uh March 2020. Let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, I did not know that. And here's the thing, I even have him added on fucking Instagram. So how did I find this out? Okay, so Ryuto, right? He was in a party with Kuroyami on Xbox, but he was playing with me on PlayStation. Kuroyami asked him, "So who are you playing over on PlayStation?" He said, "Oh yeah, do you know someone named Mono Masker? She's like an Ogen player." Kuroyami's like, "Oh yeah, I know them." And then all of a sudden he's like, "Wait, that's a girl?" And yeah, after that, Ryuto messaged me saying, "I thought you said you and Kuroyami were friends." I was like, "We are, why?" And then he said, "Yeah, he didn't know you were a girl until now, until I brought it up." I'm like, "God damn." And, you know, later on, I actually confronted Kuroyami on that. I asked Kuroyami, "Wait, you didn't know I was a female?" Kuroyami originally lied and said, "Wait, what are you talking about? I always knew you were a female." And then I said, "That's not what a bird told me." And then he said, "What did they tell you?" I said, "That you didn't know I was a female until, last year." Curiosity's like, "God damn it, Robbie." Yeah, and then I brought up, "Wait, but you have me on Instagram, what the fuck?" He said, Yeah, I know I have you on Instagram, but I always thought that was a catfish. You don't look what you sound like. And yep, yep, that's Kuroyami for you. Oh, and I would also like to mention, yeah, back then he used to do this one rap battle with Master Illusions, and yeah, he rap. It is really something. This is something me and a couple people will bring it up to Kiro once in a while. Yeah, so there was a part of a rap where he was rapping about, he told Master Illusions that he fucked his dad. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, let me just stop right there for a bit, and I just want to talk about briefly about how bad this connection is. OG Sasori told me in this CB that Godly Ace's connection was just absolutely fucking horrid. Yeah, I was expecting some horrible connection, but I didn't know it was this fucking bad. Like, this net is so bad. It was worse than Rain's. It is worse than fucking Wudo's. It was like a fucking 2 second delay on top of spike lag, and I just couldn't keep my infinite in the air for that long, and I just can't do shit in this. It's like, like, people with nets this bad, how the fuck do you play in this shit? Do you just get used to your own net? Do you not feel this shit? Like, I'm serious on that. Like, it just feels absolutely fucking horrible. Like, I've played some pretty bad nets, but this is pretty fucking bad. Okay, I mean, it's still not as bad as like Heroes Never Die, but it's still pretty fucking bad to where it's very aggravating. Okay, I just remember I just mentioned Wudo. Yeah, let me just start with Wudo. Alright, so we tend to joke that he's a mini Ryuto because he just copies a lot of shit he says. But it's not just Ryuto, he would copy a lot of stuff other people said, like, fucking he would copy Garrison's Raijin Inbound. Yeah, yeah. And but he does copy Ryuto a lot, like, oh my god. He would say that's just too much work. I mean, that's just something that he says a lot. Oh, and then he also decided to copy, Ryuto's little joke about me where he said I was built like Yagura. Yeah. Udo would tell me that but not know what it means. And let's not mention about his net. Yeah, I mentioned about his brief about his net. Yeah, that shit's fucking goddamn awful. This boy is from Tennessee, and keep in mind I'm from North Carolina, but his net is just god awful. It's not a blue bar or anything like that. Like, this thing would be, it's like it's not even consistent. I don't understand this. Like, some days it would just be delayed, but it wasn't like a consistent delay. And then some days it would just delay and spike like fucking crazy. So, um, usually people know me as like someone who plays puppets kind of weird, where like I just like to play kind of offensive in like puppet mirrors and just like in general. And he said he usually doesn't see that from me in puppet mirrors. I just run from the whole game. Yeah, there's a fucking reason why for that, because I can't fucking dash in that net. I can't even subtech in that net. Like, it's just so goddamn awful that, like, I would dash and nothing comes out. Or, Saucer would say time to attack, and then, do that movement where his puppet would dash, but his puppet would not move. Like, just shit like that. Or, I get hit with something, and then, you know how when you have, like, your supports available, you can use their supports, not get like strike back. Yeah, I would spam the shit out of that button and I would still get kicked back because it just won't fucking register. It's like, it's just so fucking aggravating. It's even worse when I'm hungry. Like, when I'm hungry, I just become a fucking monster in rage. Yeah. But yeah, that's Wudo's net. Alright, so next we got Yuki, also known as Doma Kiyome. Okay, I don't even know if I said that shit right. I'm not a damn weeb. I don't really watch anime, by the way. Yeah, fun fact. And we also got Magician. So with Yuuki, yeah, so there's this thing that the community does where we just make fun of his weight because he's big, and he goes along with it. Because he would join the party and he would always be eating, and he would always be eating, so we would just make fun of him. It's like every time people make fun of his weight, it's like he gains 100 pounds every week. Like one week he would be like 400 pounds, and then another week he would be 500, 600, and so on. And this is the thing with Yuki that kind of annoys people sometimes, and it's just one of those things he does. Yeah, so every night he would find a party to join, right? No, it's not him joining a party after midnight to like talk, play, or like just to chill there in general. No, he would find a party to join just to go to sleep in. Yeah, he would just find a party just to crash in and actually go to sleep. I don't know why he does that, but he does. Now, Magician, gosh, so Magician, whenever he plays Naruto, he's typically hammered just because he usually has more fun that way. Yeah, there was one time in a CB, he was so hammered that he actually fell asleep during the CB, and I think someone had to temporarily take his place. I think it was a CB against genocide. And speaking of genocide, good sport to genocide. They're always out looking for CBs and trying to find ways to improve shit like that. Yeah, and also with Magician, he does this thing like he talks very soft, like he would whisper. That was something that a lot of people points out. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I have a very hard time hearing him, especially when we're in a party with like 8 other people, and I would have to turn the volume all the way up on him, or I would have to wait till everyone else to be quiet just so I can hear him, even when I have the volume up. Oh, that's another thing too about Xbox parties. Like, if you leave your Xbox party open, or even on invite only, if you invite one person, like your intention is to have like one, like maybe 2 other people in the party with you, right? No, you invite them and they bring their entire fucking legion in, and next thing you know, you have a 16-man party within a span of like 2 seconds. True story. Alright, and we have a former clan member named PoeticGanza. Yeah, everybody just calls him Title. So Title is such a character. You also won't find anyone like him either. Um, his passive aggressiveness is something. But yeah, he's typically mean for his net. Like I don't understand his net. He stays at a hotel, right? So of course, the net's not gonna be the best. But the thing is, he lives in my same exact fucking state. Okay? He lives in my same fucking state, and he has one of the worst net I have ever fucking experienced in my life. Like, his net would fucking spike every couple of seconds. And it would delay, it would make me want to cry. And then my game would crash. Like, I was on a winning streak on Storm 3. The moment he ready up, it fucking crashed, and I lost my streak. Okay, so the net is so bad that he countered Sasori's ultimate before, okay, and I don't understand how that works. And then I like to use Blackpool Moira with my puppets. So like a lot of times Taro doesn't switch, okay? And when he does, like there were a couple of times where he doesn't switch. Like his net is so fucking bad that Mara's Blackpool wanted nothing to do with it. Like, it would just go away from him instead of, like, go towards him like it's supposed to. Like, fucking Blackpool just smells that fucking delay and just decided, nope, I'm out of here. Yeah, and then, like he's like an interesting character. And this is what I don't get. he has a better connection with Shadow Kid who lives in fucking California. Yeah, I don't understand how. Like, I don't understand this. Like, a lot of people that live near him, they have very terrible net with them, but the people that live like far away from him, they said they have very decent net with him. I don't understand that. How does that happen? It's like the closer you are with him, the worse your net is. And let me tell you, since he lives in my state, the net is so god fucking awful. Goddamn fucking awful. Like every match would crash even more than PlayStation. That's how fucking bad it is. But yeah. So the passive aggressive nature, he has something against Black Desert. Like whenever someone would make a comment, he would like put my name into it. Like someone mentioned, like he someone asked, I think it was Blue. I think someone asked Blue to play him, and then Blue said no, he's not interested. He's not um um yeah, he's not in the mood to deal with annoying playstyles. And then all of a sudden, Title goes, "Hey, he's gonna be he's gonna be better, less annoying to play with, unlike someone that's playing Black Desert," and then starts laughing. I was like, I'm sorry, what is that? Or someone would make a booting joke, and then he would say, you know, I don't suspect anyone in here as a booter, but however, I am suspicious about someone that's playing Black Desert right now. Yep, those kind of things. And then there was like one time where we were in a party, Magician, Ryuto, and Adidas were like going at it, and Adidas was making some weird fucking sexual comments towards me that I'm not even gonna fucking mention. Yeah, so Ryuto told Pavix, "Hey, uh, sh okay, fucking Ryuto. Let me tell you, everything Ryuto says is a fucking troll. Okay, none of it is true. But yeah, he told Pavix, hey, she has an OnlyFans if you're, interested in something like that. Especially, she's built like Shadow Kid. So basically he's saying that I was built like a 12-year-old. Yeah. And then Taro said, I don't think Seraphacy's built like a 12-year-old. Most 12-year-olds weigh more than 80 pounds, and then just starts laughing. Yep. I'm surrounded by morons 24/7. Yep, that's my life on Xbox. But yeah, I do miss Taro though. He left the clan, and we kind of do wish we had him back. Like we would talk shit about him all the time, but jokingly, he knows this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this about Taro too. Yeah, he went through so many fucking gamertag changes, but he does. It's like you can explain to him how gamertag changes work, but he won't get it. Like every time he changes gamertag, he didn't. He was trying to get names without numbers, but he keep telling us that they're all taken, and he can't tell if there's numbers or not. Yeah, you can. Whenever you get a, whenever you try to change your gamer tag before you confirm it, if it's taken, they add a suffix to it, like fucking Discord numbers. So he changed his name like fucking over 4 times, right? It got so bad that I just made a fucking OG tag of a Saint Seiya character and then just gave it to him. Okay, so the next one is Ryuto. Oh, yeah, this. Yeah, you definitely won't find someone like him. Yeah, so the thing with Ryuto was he was originally helping train a puppet user named Vu or Izura at the time on PlayStation. Um Also he was also in a mine and sorcery specialist's clan at the time as well. Yeah, so apparently Vu pissed him off and shit like that, so he ended up helping me with Stone 4 puppets. Yeah, while I was training under him, he seemed like nice and really chill at first. Like I used to hear like a lot of bad shit about him on PlayStation, and yeah, everybody on PlayStation just absolutely fucking hated him. I I would hear like Devil Worshipper and like KKK. Yeah. But anyways, Yeah, I was getting help for like Storm 4 puppets because, like I mentioned back then, I played Storm 3 puppets, but I didn't really play Rev. And let me tell you, the transition from Storm 3 puppets to Storm 4 is really weird. Like, a lot of people that were good at Storm 3 puppets are actually not good with them now, but I'm not surprised because they play so differently. It's like you have to relearn them almost all over again. Yeah, so Jester was actually did actually help me a little where, he spent like about like 30 minutes explaining like showing me some stuff before, he left the community for like a year and a half, never to be seen again. But yeah, anyways, and then later on I found out he's a fucking troll. Yeah, so there was like this one fucking prank he pulled. What he did was, so this was at 7 a.m. in the morning, right? Ogz Sasori was talking about like best puppet masters. He thinks Ryuto has the best Conqueror on Xbox side, which I agree with. And then he said for Sasori though, he thinks I had the best Sasori. Yeah, Ryuto immediately said something about that. He said Model has the best Sasori. I beat her in mirrors all the time, and then he said, "Okay, you know what? We can settle this. Model, join this endless. We're first to fiving Saucery Mirrors." So he sends me an invite. I'm just like, "Oh, you got me fucked up. You think I am first to fiving Saucery Mirrors at 7 a.m.?" He said, "Okay, well, you're awake. I'm awake. You can do this." I said, "Nope. I'll give you a rain check though. I have class later today. I get out at 8. Yeah, so 8 o'clock rolls along, and he asked me if I was ready. I said yes. So I hop on Xbox, right? I make a PM session. I invited him. Yeah, I invited him several times. Waited for about like 15, 20 minutes. I looked in. He never joined. So I saw that he was playing Apex with his friends. I messaged him asking what the fuck happened to the first to five. The only response he sent me back was a fucking laughing emoji. So yeah, but there were other shit too. But yeah, that's one of those. Another prank he pulled was on PlayStation, where he told me and Amaranth, asking if we were going to play. So me and Amaranth get on, make a party. He said he was going to get on PlayStation and join a party. So that's what he did, right? But he wasn't talking, or he didn't want to play as well. So he texts us that he was actually on Xbox right now playing Destiny 2 with his friends. We're just like, what the fuck? You said you were getting on PlayStation. He said, yeah, I said I was getting on PlayStation and joining the party. And that's exactly what I did. I never said anything about playing or talking. And another thing about him is he says some pretty fucking outlandish shit too. Like, some wild shit. Like, if, the people that know him, you know what I'm fucking talking about. Yeah. Okay, so we have, LowlyWarrior, but his name is Cryptic, Lycos now. So, the thing with him is, okay, so very chill dude, right? Um, However, he does not make the best decisions. He's like, we would warn him about like people to stay away from because they're like booters or some shit like that, and then what do we see? Oh yeah, he makes some of the worst decisions. Join parties with booters, and play with booters and stuff like that, and then yeah. And another thing with that is, we were really surprised when he told us that he works as a manager in 7-Eleven. I'm going to probably hope and assume that he's making better life decisions than actual Naruto Storm decisions, cause yikes. And then we have Shadow Kid. He is definitely top one squeaker. Yeah, he has a lot of potential. He definitely caught on to the game pretty quickly. Now, the weird thing about him is, so his playstyle is either he's just full on aggressive or full on defensive, like run away, like just not in the middle. No, like it's just never in the middle. I don't even know why. And the thing with him is, he has a very addictive personality. Like, okay, Like he has over 200 popsicles in the fridge. He's addicted to them. Like he would always eat a whole bunch of popsicles a day, like more than seven. He also has this thing where he even admits that he used to be addicted to like cough syrup. Sometimes he pretends to be sick just to drink the cough syrup. And I'm just like, what? He also makes some pretty dumb decisions too, you know. He gets peer pressured. Like he would say he's gonna steer away, like steer clear from infamy or something like that. You know, later on, Unexa invites him to party, peer pressures him to first to five infamy. I mean, granted he won, but still, he originally wasn't gonna play him, but you know, gets peer pressure. He also gets peer pressure doing other dumb shit as well. And yep, that's Shadow Kid for you. He's also very privileged, and yeah, he don't fucking get that. Okay, and then you got Akeno. Yeah, so Akeno, oh my god, like he will join the party, and the first things that will come out of his mouth is he starts talking about beating someone and stuff like that. Okay, so this man can talk for hours without, I swear to God, he doesn't breathe. Like he will just talk on and on forever, like just nonstop. There was, and it would like, it wouldn't even be at like a normal time too. At least for my time. I mean, he's in what he lives in California, so it's probably a normal time where he's at. But when he does this, it's always like at 3 a.m. for me. He would like talk nonstop, and like he would just keep on talking to the point where he just talks himself to sleep. Yeah. No, he would literally fall asleep like sometimes mid sentence, okay? And he has like one of the loudest snores I've ever fucking heard on Xbox. So he would snore like a fucking bear. Like I've told him this before and he didn't believe me at first and that until like other people also brought it up that he would talk nonstop and then fall asleep and then just snore like a goddamn bear. Like he would no, it was like the snoring would start immediately too. Like he would be talking about like something about unknown Uchiha, then next thing you know, he falls asleep. Couple seconds later, fucking snores, then wakes up like maybe 10 minutes later, and then proceeds on talking what he was talking about before. Next up, this is not a specific person, but it's more like an entire clan. Yeah, so this one is for Hate X Loves clan, like his Supreme Lightning like Flash V2 clan. So yeah, we CB'd them a couple of times, and they would always like fight against each other more than they would actually fight the other clan. Like, you know, whenever someone is playing, like the other clan members would start talking shit. They're like, "Fight back, fight back," or they're talking shit like they're doing like shit and stuff like how shitty they're playing right now, and then it would get so fucking bad to where like they would challenge each other to like a first to five on the spot, and then we're just like, wait, what about the CB? And then they're like, no, fuck the CB, we're gonna settle first to five right now. And yeah, so yeah, that's basically Hate X Love's clan. So Saucer brought up asking, hey, why do you have clan members like this? Like, and then brought to him, maybe he should try training people, you know, newer players and like grow their potential and stuff like that. Hate X Left said, nah, he mainly just wants like already established players. He's not asking for like top players or anything like that, but he said the skill level he wants to he said they have to be at minimum Uchiha Brothers level. Okay, for those who don't know who Uchiha Brother 9 is, people meme him a lot. Basically, they meme him for talking trash and then end up losing the entire match at the end. And the other thing is he played for like since the game came out and he's nowhere as good as where he should be in that amount of time. So that's why people kind of meme him. Like he would talk a lot of shit and then just apparently can't back it up. But you know that's what people say. Yeah, so when Hate X Love said he wants people at least Uchiha Brother 9 level. Or just like, what do you mean by that? Uchiha Brother 9 skill level or toxicity level? Like that entire, I don't know, that, I bless that clan. Okay, so I don't know if anyone paid attention to any of these CB matches, but if you did, you might notice that there was a match that Coffee picked puppets in with May support and I think Pain. Yeah, let me explain the context of that. So what had happened was uh Godly Ace decided to leave the CB. Yeah, you heard that right. And then that left Coffee hanging on his own. So Coffee was trying to decide what to do. So we gave him suggestions. It's either he forfeit or try to find someone to, take that person's spot. He tried to find someone on his friends list to take the spot, but the first time he found someone, the person can't play in that CB because they're in another clan, and you can't have subs or the person is in another clan. They have to be in your own clan. So that person couldn't play, and then another person was like grounded or something like that, so he couldn't find anyone available. He, instead of surrendering, he decided to try to do a 1v2. Yeah, so originally the CB was going to be a first to 10, but we ended up changing it to a first to 5. So, yeah, Godly Coffee had this brilliant idea of trying out puppets in a CB. We were confused why he picked a puppet. He said, "Oh, I thought this was a good opportunity to try out puppets." I was just like, "Not in a CB. You wait until after CB." And then he said, "Yeah, but I'm not gonna have any other opportunities to practice puppets." I'm just like, uh, I don't know. Maybe after CB, a free battle, practice, or ask someone to show you stuff. Hell, you could have even asked us after the CB. But yeah, needless to say, Ogz Sasori won that match. So then the next match that you see right now. So this was a loss on our this match was a loss on our end, even though Sasori won this match. Um, this made the score 4-3 in Forsaken Hope's favor because, well, Sasori picked a band character which was Kaguya because he wasn't paying attention. And after that, even though you know, the score was close, 4-3. Coffee could have decided to, finish it, like, try to make a comeback if he can. But no, I don't know why, but Coffee decided now to forfeit. Like, I don't know why he waited uh, after 2 matches in, to finally forfeit, but he did. And yeah. And yeah, so he forfeited it, and that's what made our final score 4-3. But I'm gonna be honest with you, even if he did continue on playing, I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything, but I'm pretty sure we would have won anyways, because their team was really struggling against me, so yeah. Oh, we later found out why their clan leader didn't show up. So their clan leader, Godly Sexy, he ended up going into the hospital because he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, I don't know, did he end up in the hospital because something felt off or like something like that, or maybe like something happened and he passed out or what, and an ER needed to call. But either way, I hope it wasn't the second one. If it was, I hope he recovers. He recovers and get well soon. Yeah, so this video was something new for me. I just felt like, changing it up a bit. Um, it's kind of different from like the usual normal gameplays I post, or uh gameplay I post with music and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I just wanted to experiment with something, and I've been asked before about like um what goes on Xbox side and why like I like the Xbox side, like the people over here better. So yeah, these are just some of the people that stick out to me, but there are definitely more, but just in general, like these are like I said, these are some interesting people. But yeah, if you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any other ideas on what I can do with video suggestions, also leave that in the comment. Thank you for watching, guys.